Okay, we're going to talk through this a little bit as I go through. I've got a bit of a cough and a cold, so sorry if I sound a bit ropey. We'll just start with an outline, and then we're going to make this like a 3D kind of, like isometric, but it isn't, right? So we'll draw these little tags coming down. If there are cliffs, we're going to join them up using nice sort of jagged little lines. You know, whenever I make a map, I like to sort of try and make it have a bit of character. And I think this method makes somewhere sort of look a little bit like alive, even though it completely ruins the scale, because you're sort of looking at like actual cliffs. So therefore you should think, well, the world is that small, and then the scale's all off, right? But anyway, who cares? It's a fantasy map, right? Draw whatever the hell we want. So that's been my approach for many years. Just draw whatever the hell I think looks good at the time. So we've added all these little extra lines to sort of give the cliffs a bit of definition. I'm only using one pen here, which is a fountain pen, and the nib's pretty thick, so it doesn't really allow me to get very fine in the details. So I've kind of left all those a little bit ropey. I'd have rather have used a thinner pen for them. But anyway, we'll start drawing some castles and towns and villages and stuff. And these are styles you've probably seen from me before, over and over, because I try and do other things. I try and make them look, I don't know, more realistic, better, actually something, like artistic. But I always just come back to the same thing. I kind of know what I can draw and what I can't, and most things I can't. So I'll stick with that. I'm gonna add like a really little fat castle there. This one I kind of like because it's supposed to be a pub. So I just drew a tiny little sign on it. And then it sort of looks like a pub. Anyway, what am I even drawing here, right? I haven't even sort of talked you through it. This is another in sort of a series of ridiculously titled maps, because my biggest problem is when I draw anything, coming up with the names is too hard, and I just want to be able to draw, right? Like, I draw so many maps, and so many of them are just for like my own benefit, but they need names on. And if I had to come up with a whole lore and backstory and like world building for every map that I drew, then I just wouldn't start, right? So I'm trying to find a new way of just finding inspiration for names. So you're going to see from me probably, hey, who knows how long this will last, but some like maps themed around stupidity. And we'll get to what this one's going to be called in a bit. We'll go and do some trees. I love doing these trees because you can put them anywhere, right? Because they're bits of black. It doesn't matter if like you need to put them in front of something, because they're just black. They're not see-through. No little grains of rice sort of style design. You can overlap them on the coast as I've just done there, right? And it works, especially on a map like this. If you're drawing more of a top-down style, probably wouldn't work so well. Anyway, we'll put a load more around this mine. And, it's quick, it's easy, you need the one pen. It's such a good little style, and with that little shadow coming off them, I think they work quite well. I know it's probably not to everyone's taste, right? A load of people like to draw these elaborate trees. This is just literally like a squiggle of the pen. Anyway, a bunch more hills and stuff. Don't forget to give them all a little bit of like accent. And we'll just add more and more and more and more and more until it's kind of mind-numbing, just drawing hills. Stick a few trees around them. Again, you can overlap them on the hills, which starts to make them look kind of cool. That's a little camp. And then more mountains, right? These ones more jaggedy, steeper, bigger, whatever you want to call it. I'm drawing on a little, I don't know if it's A5. It looks a bit smaller than A5, a bit thinner, like it's kind of more like widescreen. But it's watercolour paper, which I don't intend to paint these at all, especially as the ink I'm using isn't waterproof. So even if I were to paint them, they just come out all smudgy and like everything. And you can see the bottom bit of coastline I've smudged with my thumb or finger or something anyway. But again, we're just going to go through loads of mountains, loads of shading on them, just like really rough, nice and easy, nice and quick, and then give them the details. They start to come alive pretty well like that. So anyway, let's talk, right? What do you think about this sort of style? Do you like it? Do you like the little cliffs? Should the cliffs, they're all kind of one size, right? They should vary, I reckon. What do you think? Just let me know. I don't know. Maybe I'll change them, maybe I won't. But, you know, it's interesting to hear what you guys think. And because I forgot the cliffs at the top, we're going to do all that at once. Ah, here's a clue. Saucepan City, sieve, cheese board. I wonder if you can guess the theme. Fridge mountains. Right, if you haven't got it by now, you need to have a good hard look at yourself, because we've got spoon. This one's going to be a pub, right? And then I've got it's like the mug and fork in, but I wanted to get the and in the middle, so I kind of wrote it in a really weird order. Bread bin mountains, or bread bin pass, or whatever it is. This is a land based around stuff you find in the kitchen. What could be better? The cereal bowl C, hey? Anyway, if you want to see this map in full speed, you can join my Patreon. When I say full speed, I mean like real time speed, real time drawing, whatever that is. Yeah, you can join my Patreon. Access to the maps is 10 of your currency, so dollars, euros, pounds. I mean, if you're in some sort of currency where 10 is almost nothing, then it's probably a different amount. But it's a great way to support the channel, great way to sort of help me find more time to make more videos. And if you just like watching someone drawing maps, this is about 10 minutes of someone drawing a map. And you get it completely free. If you don't want to join the Patreon, you can also help by literally just pressing the like button. If you don't ever intend to watch any of my videos, don't subscribe, right? But if you do want to see more, then subscribe, because there are going to be more. What I don't want is a load of subscribers who never watch my videos. So hit the like button, that would be great, no matter who you are. Subscribe if and only if you want to see more, right? You've been told. So we've done our little thing, you've seen that. We're going to give a little bit of accent to the sea. We've done the roads. I think the roads really start to make it like pop. I love just doing a little dotted line for them because it's so easy. Final little bits of details. So anyway, tell me in the comments what you guys are working on. I'm kind of interested. I just want to hear like from you. People don't tend to comment all that much about what they're working on, so just tell me what you're doing. If you're drawing, if at all you're drawing, and if you're not, you should be. If you're not, well, just start, you know. Anyway, yeah, if you're drawing something for a game, for like D&D session, tell me about it. I want to hear. And there we go. There's the finished thing, sort of scanned. If you like that, I've got another video you'll probably like as well. Cheers.